But that just meant it stuck out to me because I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never been in a jail before, and I got to tour a courthouse and hear about all these careers in law, and it was so interesting. It just kind of like helped me figure out what I wanted to do with my life and what I did not want to do.
To our scholars, parents, and our community partners, thank you for tuning in to the newest CrosbyCast, recorded at the Goodwill Career Center in Statesville, North Carolina. I'm your host, W.H. Hayes, and I'm joined today by Keira Moore, Crosby Scholar and student at Pine Lake Prep. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. For starters, just kind of explain how you introduced to Crosby. What got you to join?
Yeah, so I was a new student at Pine Lake in 10th grade, and so a new student orientation, they actually had someone from Crosby Scholars come and speak about what the program was. And so I had actually never heard of it before. And they basically kind of talked about how it prepares you for college readiness and career readiness and exploration. And that just was something that really interested me. And I was like, this could really help me in the future. And so I actually had a little QR code, and I just used my phone and I signed up. And it was such a good move and like the right choice for me.
Throughout your time in Crosby Scholars, what has been your favorite memory so far?
So I actually did the career exploration day in 11th grade, and I got to tour a jail. And that just like something I don't want to go to jail, but that just meant it stuck out to me because I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never been in a jail before, and I got to tour a courthouse and hear about all these careers in law, and it was so interesting. It just kind of like helped me figure out what I wanted to do with my life and what I did not want to do.
Nice. What has your personal academic / interests looked like as you've kind of gone through high school and started approaching those post-high school plans?
Yeah, so when I started out in high school, I actually really wanted to go into music production. And then along the way, I realized like I actually am a really big math person, and I really love helping people like find success. And so my goals from being like in music production and then going into like law have really more shifted into exploring careers in finance and like the business sector, because I really have a passion for just helping people make the right choice with their money. And I really want to be able to tie my love of math with helping people.
What kind of finance are you hoping to get into? Like loan stuff, banking? What kind of finance?
I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about doing like insurance. But my dad works for R.E. Mason, and I'm talked to their CFO, and that's something that like really interests me, is like actually working for a company and helping them manage their like finances.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I know that you have been kind of going through the college application process from start to finish. Kind of what did that look like for you?
Yeah, so it honestly it's a lot of work. So I actually started writing my essays back in 11th grade during the fall, because I was like, I need to just get on this and just start brainstorming. And so I actually wrote like several different essays, and the one I used, actually you guys helped me edit and gave feedback on, which is honestly amazing, and everyone should use that. But so I just started writing, and then I was like, after I wrote, I was like, okay, what prompt does this fit? And so I just kind of found the essay that really best explained me and who I was and what my interests were. And then after I did that, I submitted it for feedback from Crosby Scholars. And then I began writing the supplemental essays and getting feedback on those and making sure that each one really showcased like who I am as a student, because I'm much more than just like my grades in the classes I took. Like I'm an actual living person. And so really getting a head start helped me not only feel less stressed my senior year, but also helped me do early action, which was really beneficial.
And you kind of touched on it before, but like how did Crosby Scholars in general support you in that college application process?
Yeah, so Crosby Scholars, not only do you guys offer SAT and ACT prep, which is really awesome, but you guys provided essay feedback. And so I was able to go and get feedback on all of my essays and come back and get feedback over and over and over again and make them just like really well polished. And that really helped me with the admissions process, because not only was I able to have good essays, but feel confident in what I was turning in. And then also I met with UWH a lot, and that was really good too, because it helped me kind of figure out like, what do I need to keep doing? Where am I on my college checklist of, oh, I have this done, I haven't done this yet. And then also like, what am I looking for in a school? Because that's something that's really important too, is like, you don't want to just pick the school to go to. Like you want to actually know like, why am I choosing this school?
And in your college application process, was there anything that kind of caught you off guard that you didn't expect to anticipate or were surprised by?
Honestly, the amount of writing. Like I thought after I wrote the Common App essay, I would be done, and it just kept going. Like it just never ended. And I would go and I would submit my Common App essay, and then each application would have like a supplemental essay, an additional essay, an essay for the honors program, and it just like never ended. And that honestly shocked me. Like I have a Google Doc with like 7 tabs of just essays. It's insane. But
And when it comes to the career you want to pursue, how did that inform kind of like searching for the colleges you wanted to apply to?
Yeah, so I did apply just to some ruling schools just to like have like those acceptances in there. But I really kind of looked at the schools that had the best business programs and kind of was like, okay, when I'm going to go toward the school, like I want to make sure I like it, but also hear like what opportunities are they providing to their students, and like are the students happy in these programs, or are they successful, or are they like coming out with really low job employment placing? And so that's what I really looked for. And I obviously like I applied to Chapel Hill and Charlotte. I did apply to State, and those are all really good schools, but I just kind of ultimately chose the school that was closest to like the banking center of North Carolina.
Are you excited to go into that program?
Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. My sister's at Charlotte, and I'm like, it just felt like the right choice. Like, I had Chapel Hill, and it was really nice and beautiful, but I just didn't really want to be that far away from my house. And also, like, I just really loved how close Charlotte is to the city. Like, there's so many opportunities just, like, literally right on the light rail, which is awesome.
Yeah. And when it comes to kind of getting ready to attend to school, kind of briefly explain what that process looks like once you've committed.
Yeah, so once you commit, there's actually like a lot of steps I didn't even realize. So you have to put down your housing deposit, and a lot of people put pressure like to find a roommate. And I think it's important to have someone that you have a connection with, and so that way you can maybe live with them. But it's really just more like making sure you feel confident in your choice, and then putting that housing deposit down and claiming your spot, because that way you're not going to get like waitlisted and not get a dorm, because that's really important. And then also going to admitted students day and being like, oh my gosh, this is the right choice. Like I did the right decision. And that's where I'm at so far. I'm sure there's more steps to come, like getting your computer and finding a fridge, but
yeah. When it comes to getting yourself ready for like just getting the dorm together,
that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. It's a whole kerfuffle that'll take place the entirety of the summer.
Yep. All those IKEA bags.
Yeah. My sister's lucky. She has a lot of stuff that she's just going to inherit from me.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Because I have a lot of my old dorm stuff.
Yeah.
But
that is nice. My sister's there right now, so I'm like, I don't get any of her stuff. Which is okay, but, you know, it would be nice to inherit something.
What kind of advice would you give to either your younger self or possibly someone who's getting ready to go into the college application process?
I would say just start earlier than you think. Like, don't wait to do everything till the last minute. I have some friends now that are juniors, and they're talking about like their essays, and they're trying to already get a head start. And I'm like, this is so good, because I know a lot of people waited until like August to write their essays and write their Common App essay, and that is like the worst thing you can do. Like, it sets you up for such like a stressful senior year. That's unnecessarily stressful.
Yeah, it really puts a bind on you.
It really does. And you can see when people are stressed, like they act so different. And I don't know if you did that, but
I'll admit that I was one of the people that did start writing I don't think I started writing until like September, actually. Now granted, I was an IB student, so I was like kind of used to putting myself in a lot of pressure, and that was where my best writing came from.
Yeah.
But I still think I should have started my essays way earlier. Yeah. If nothing else, just having something on the paper to work off of.
Because it's so much easier to have like something written to just like go off of than just have nothing. And September, like, I don't know when you apply, but September, like, now is like, if you don't already apply by like August, like, you're in the trenches of stress by September.
Yeah. I had it, now granted, I will say mine was pretty unique. I had to apply during the throes of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So I wasn't having to really leave the house a lot. It was just kind of like, I'm at my computer for like 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I get back on the computer to do other things. But it definitely was like that stress of having to do all that writing while balancing on my classwork.
Yeah.
It turned into like my college applications felt like another class that I never had time for.
Right. That sounds really stressful and just like exhausting.
Yeah. So I agree with you. You definitely should start those essays way earlier than you expect. But yeah, the last thing I like to ask my guests, just as kind of like a nice little bow on top, is there anything you're thankful for right now that you'd like to celebrate?
There's so much going on in my life that's like really good. I guess first off, my parents and my family, like they just have been such like a good, not only like motivation but inspiration. And my parents are just really supportive of everything, and they've been really like involved in my college journey and just been like encouraging me like pursue and like explore my options instead of just like settling for something, just to really be like, okay, like why this option, like go actually make sure you love it. And then also I guess just like my cross country team and like my track team, like I just love the running community. I'm really grateful that I found that. And also just like I'm happy that it's warm outside. I feel like we all can be grateful for that. So
yeah. Keira Moore, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, WH. It was great, and I love being on the podcast.